about 4 years late on this.
I could have sworn that we've already done this.
No, we actually didn't. We did do an internet historian video where he talked about architecture, but
people requested this back when it came out a bunch.
Oh, I know, but I don't think we ever got to it. I did a search on like all of our videos, and I didn't see it anywhere.
Weird.
I know, right? But I can already spoil this. The Romans win because Roman concrete is literally a wonder material.
That's if that's the grading criteria. Criteria might be for looks.
This is true. The Pantheon in Rome, like, look at this. Like, look at this. The fact that this is still standing, and it still looks as good as it does, and there's no chipping, no anything. They actually did a breakdown on why Roman concrete is so effective. What they did was they put lye stones inside of it, and anytime a crack would form, the lye would leak out of the crack and, like, fill it in and, like, re-solidify it. And honestly, I'd like to see it readopted in the modern era. So, architecture. JonTron did a video on it several years ago, and for some reason we never got around to it, and I don't know why. But anyway, here we are now, and I guess we're going to just jump right into it. Let's go.
Hey guys, it's John, and I'm just here hopping on one of these hot trends for, it gets too old. Here, I'm doing this tier list meme thing that's been going around. I don't know if you've seen it. I think it was popularized by some YouTuber. It goes by the name, like, iDubes. He did it on, like, fast food. I'm going to do it on something a little more relevant. Okay, I'm going to doing it on architecture. John's got interests, and he's going to insert them, okay? Here we go. Where'd I go? Well, I'm back now.
Okay.
Where do you start in a list like this? And I say nowhere better to start than the Roman Pantheon, not to be confused with the Greek Parthenon.
Yeah.
You simple-minded freak. That was the Greeks, and that was about 500 years before that one. So I bet you feel stupid now. Greeks and Romans say, oh yeah, same time period, same people.
No.
That's you. Eras? Let's not even get into eras. Alexander the Great was in between there. You don't have to know. Do you even know what Macedonia is? You fucking losers.
Yeah, I do.
Build me that wall to keep out the Scots, or as we called them, the Picts. This beauty was built in about 113 AD by Roman Emperor Trajan. That was only 63 years after the founding of a little thing called London, or as they called it then, Londinium, because the Romans did that too. You're welcome. I'm not Italian. But you're welcome.
Yeah,
when Nigel Chesterfield was just putting on his first fishing ship, this son of a bitch was completed. Let's go on inside. Oh, I bet your local Target don't look like that. They were like shitting in the streets at this point. This thing's got some sort of fractal honeycomb thing going on. Right. That's a beautiful building, and it stands the test of time. I think that sucker's gonna have to go firmly in A. So Pantheon, we're putting it in A.
Fair enough.
Beautiful. Off to just an unbelievable start here. Next up, we're going to be looking at the one, the only, the Chrysler Building. Let's bring that up. Famous for standing tall above Manhattan, New York's long and wide avenues and streets and shit. It's got an Art Deco style, which, in case you didn't know, was a style they used in the 1920s for about 3 or 4 times before they gave up and just put this everywhere. Not only is this famous for having the name Chrysler, which may or may not have something to do with the car, I didn't look it up, but also it was famous for being the tallest building in the world
for a
in
year.
1930.
For
and
1 year.
That's why it's going squarely in the D camp.
Because it was 1 year later the Empire State Building opened. That was it. Yeah, Chrysler Building was built, and they're like, we built the tallest building in the world. Empire State Building's like, you did what now?
The Empire State Building beat it out a year later. Nice record. You held it for 20.
It's just like when the Millennium Force came out in 2000, and then it was the tallest roller coaster in the world, 310, 315 feet high, I can't remember. And then Nagashima Spa Land in China basically were just like, oh, we just built the Iron Dragon, 318 feet high. To which everyone at Cedar Point was just like, is it too late to put concrete, like, girders underneath to, like, raise it up another 2-3 feet to say, fuck those assholes?
25 minutes. Now this Okay, now this is a building fitting of the name. Okay, it's in the name. The Empire State needs an Empire State building. 4,000 floors of, I'm just estimating,
That's
office
inaccurate.
buildings. So I don't even know if it's occupied. Nobody knows what's in there. You just go to the deck. I don't even know why we call ourselves the Empire State. Okay, yeah, I know we're good, but you know, Silicon Valley, Los Angeles, they got a lot of money too. So, and that's two in one state. We just got this. And the Bronx, but we don't talk about that shit. With the Empire State Building, we got another A. All right, speaking of Silicon Valley, next up is San Francisco's very own Golden Gate Bridge. I can't, it's not gold. That would appear to be
Red.
a deep red. A lot of paint necessary to do that whole thing. You had a lot of chances to figure out your mistake, okay? It's out of my hands. It's really out of my hands.
Oh, wow.
Kind of understandable.
There's some San Franciscans right now who are just like, man,
Like
fuck
if they
it.
had named it the Crimson Bridge, like
Ooh,
it might have been S tier.
That'd been epic. The Crimson Bridge.
But you kind of goofed with the name.
Yeah, or they could just call it the Roy Raymond Bridge. Don't look him up. You will be depressed.
Sorry, that one's going in F. All right, next up, Washington Monument from Washington, D.C.
It's literally a dick.
Yep,
It's a pencil.
it's a needle. If I shall die here today, make sure
Tis an obelisk.
to erect me a gigantic Egyptian obelisk. For all time immemorial shall recognize my love of this.
You know, there's actually a funny joke in Futurama that shows the Washington Monument, and then next to it, like, is one just like it, but a lot taller, called the Clinton Monument.
I think the funny
Penis
joke would
looking-
be if like everybody thought that's what they built for the Washington Monument, but it was like let us go back in time to the year that the Washington Monument was completed, and they're like, why? It's just you know, it's just what? It's magnificent. And they'd take you back in time, and it's actually like a fucking like George Washington with like a flagpole, like with like a sharp piece on top of it. And it's
Yeah.
just like, you know, it's fucking huge, like giant
Monstrosity.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, like, they found out there was, like, an earthquake, like, a year later, and it just sunk down into the ground to where just the top of the flagpole.
Yeah, I guarantee you, like, the designer was just like, you think George will notice? I think he's gonna be pissed that it's just an obelisk.
And then he goes to look at it, and the president, he's like, what the hell happened?
And he's just like, well, Mr. President, there was an issue. Ground too soft.
To support million-ton statue.
And literally now underground it is. Sorry.
Structure. Washington Monument, that's a C. Right in the middle. Okay, next up we got one so big I had to turn it sideways.
The Burj
That's
Khalifa.
The Burj Khalifa from Dubai. When the Dubanese aren't creating financial disasters for their investors by
my
trying to
God.
make a map of the world in the ocean for some reason, they're making
so
this.
silly.
At 2,722 feet, this son of a gun is the biggest building in the world. Now I know what you're thinking. That looks like the bad guy's house from Half-Life 2.
Kinda,
You know what?
sorta.
You're probably right. Here's a video of a
guy's
man
house.
scaling this building for no reason.
Oh my god.
Good luck with that, dude.
Okay, that's pucker factor like 15 right there, dude. Not a 10, a 15. You couldn't pay me to do that.
I'm gonna stay right here on the ground. You wearing a Red Bull hat? I don't see any Red Bull hat. You just doing this for fun? You crazy?
No, I don't
you
even have a
you out of
parachute.
your mind? Oh, a simple gust of wind. And that brings me to The Shard, situated in merry old London. Ah, doesn't that just remind you of Queen Victoria, tea and biscuits? Oh, I'm sorry, did I say Queen Victoria? I think I meant the Eye of Sauron.
That's
At least
what I
it's been
imagined.
given a name based on what it is, unlike Golden Gate over there. All right, Shard, you're an E. Deal with it. While we're on horrendous modern architecture, please take a look at, I'm not even gonna call it by its name. I just refer to this thing as the Jenga building. I see it all the time, and it looks like a gigantic game of Jenga.
It does.
Comes up with it, build something nice. You see this, you see that, you see this thing. That's nice. That's what a nice building looks like.
It's a brownstone.
You are the worst, the ugliest thing. You pollute the skyline. F. You're with Golden Gate.
Put it in Z tier.
All right, we're getting a little negative here. All right, I want to do something a little bit lighter in tone.
I wouldn't go
So
in
let's
that
go for
building. It
the
looks fucking
Budapest.
structurally unsound.
Yeah. Imagine you getting up at the top and you like getting on one of the like floors there that doesn't have any. Yeah. And next thing you know,
off.
and you're just like hanging on for dear life, like I never should have came up here. Why?
Parliament House. Hey, okay. Oh, mama. How do you say mwah in Hungarian?
Nagyon epikus.
This is the Hungarian Parliament building. Okay, it is a neo-Gothic, meaning it's not actually Gothic,
Looks like
but it's a
it's from
Gothic
Dark Souls.
revival. Okay, it's a revival,
Yeah.
much like the classical revival in
That's
most of
Anne
America.
Orlando.
This-
That's what that is.
Huh?
That's Anne Orlando. That's what that is.
Holy shit, you're right. And Orlando, dude. I wonder if Miyazaki used this as inspiration for that.
Beautiful, spanning building sits as the crown of the Danube River, which I am currently standing on and now skating on.
So majestic.
Fuck.
Oh shit! Oh no, John! No, you broke the.
You know what that's gonna be? That's gonna be our first S tier building, even though
Wow.
it's slippery over there. S for slippery. Speaking of Parliament buildings, let's talk about the Scottish Parliament building. Wow, you trying to run the government, or are you playing Gary's mod? All sorts
Oh
of
my God.
angles and shit
The angles.
stapled on top of each other. Yeah, I guess the old
I was
Parliament.
gonna say the designer for it must have been drunk off his ass. He's like, I did sell a good party down in Glasgow last night. All right, let's throw up the plans for this shite. All right, there we go. You like that? It's like, sir, these plans make no sense. I don't give a fuck. They gave us all this money to build a fucking building. We're gonna build a fucking building.
Give me that back. I lift off the. Yeah, we'll just add that on right there. There you go. It's
All right, that's perfect right there. All right, now fucking build it.
Building just wasn't functioning. Just looked crap. The best thing about this building is that it was over budget, over time, and they're thinking about demolishing it. No, I'm not kidding, by the way. The third thing is probably good news. Right here, right here. Below, a little bit below F, but not quite. Okay, yes. That's
F
where that
minus.
belongs. Damn, we're not even halfway through. There's a lot of these left. Jeez, I think the only way to get through this on time is by doing a quick fire round. First up, St. Basil's Cathedral in Moscow, Russia. Very nice. I didn't know they built the Tetris building in real life. Cool. I like Tetris too, dude. That's an A. Taj Mahal, one of the most stunning buildings in the world. Man made it for his beloved dead wife.
Also smells like shit almost all the time. You know, actually, this is the thing. The Indian government, when I forget who was coming over to visit, the smell around the Taj Mahal was so bad, they literally went and got gallons of perfume, just poured it out all around the area to make it smell nice.
Why does it smell like that around the Taj Mahal?
Because the population, dude, and there's no plumbing. Yeah. At least there wasn't. I think there is now, and it's a lot better, but it was a thing that happened, and it was not good.
So we're going to put that in D and C at the same time for deceased, like his wife.
Wow,
That's a
John.
solid C. Try harder, dude. Angkor Wat, Cambodia, as in Angkor. What? Girl, this place is crazy.
Yeah.
And B for beautiful. The Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, Spain.
Barcelona.
In Barcelona, España. This one
Barcelona,
reminds me of
España.
King Triton's palace from The Little Mermaid.
Minus
That's
the
the
dick.
one now everyone associates with seeing wieners in. So what can I say? Solid B for that one for me. That's clever. It swam like a frickin' fish. Whoa, what's that? Is that a UFO?
No,
Try again.
it's the
More like
Space
an
Needle.
IFO. That's the Space Needle from Seattle, Washington, USA. Sad to say that's firmly on the ground, nowhere near space. Bring that sucker down to E for
You know what that
extraterrestrial.
reminds me of?
What's that?
A little like thing with the button that you put in the drink, the mix, like.
Oh, yeah, the
That's what it looks like to me.
the mixer, yeah.
Looks like it's got a mixed drink.
Wow, did he, like, the PlayStation?
Deep fried that.
Yeah.
That's what the
E for
blower head
extraterrestrial. Got him. Next up, Museum of Pop Culture. What better way to celebrate art than by encasing it inside of gigantic metallic used tissues? Wow, I'm stunned. I'm in disbelief. I'm just straight up gonna get rid of that one from the list. See it. Leaning Tower of Pisa? Look, Ma, I'm a tourist. That's right. That tower is now heading on a ballistic missile to a hangar in Area 51. The Italian government naively allowed me to become large for this joke. Little do they know I was a spy operative.
You know, actually, the Italian government have, like, proposed ideas to actually, like, right the tower, because when they originally built the tower, it was built on top of, like, a clay patch that was unstable, and it leaned. But it settled in its lean. And basically, they were just like, it was like, okay, let's just leave it. But now they're just like, no, we can actually, like, put these bracers underneath it and pour concrete underneath it and actually make it straight, make it like upright and proper and not at risk of falling over. And the people,
then it would be just fucking lame again.
and here's the thing: the people of the area were just like, no, let it keep leaning because we want it to stay the same.
It's the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
I know.
Nobody's gonna give a shit about the Tower of Pisa.
They only want to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
We will find out how you made this tower lean. And from the Leaning Tower of Pisa, we move on to the Pyramids of Giza. Incredible, majestic, and ancient. Very ancient, in fact. Some people estimate these are up to 4,500 years old. Some people actually think aliens put these here, which is why I say not everyone should be allowed to vote. There's
I agree.
Space-time and you could just muster a couple fucking rocks. Bad alien, bad. This is for not leaving
Jesus Christ,
vaccine
man.
of bubonic plague. Those are going in A. Great Wall of China. I mean, it's a cool wall, but I don't know about great. You can just walk around it.
That's what Genghis Khan did.
Solid try, though. That's a C. Okay, we got Minecraft Buckingham Palace. I like this one because it's made of blocks.
Oh.
Okay, never mind on that one. Notre Dame originally. A.
Oui.
Notre Dame during its fire stage. I don't know about that one. I think that's a C.
No.
Not as good as the original. Notre Dame after
Well,
fire.
Very sad.
Well, no, they're doing a good job rebuilding it. They're actually, like, making really good progress.
At the time of the video, though, that was probably not the case yet.
Yeah, it was really sad, dude, because actually, I find it awesome that Ubisoft, where they did such, like, detailed, like, work on getting, like, the architecture of it down, that they're using the readout that they made for the Assassin's Creed game for the reconstruction.
Oh, they literally donated it to use as blueprints.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah,
One of the only good things Ubisoft has done in the last 5 years.
true.
You tried to destroy it, but you only, in the end, made it stronger. Forbidden City, Beijing, China. Wow. Very forbidden looking. F. Pyongyang Ice Rink, North Korea. Not only did you starve your people,
shit.
but you also made them think they were getting a space mountain. And when they got there, all they got was a stinking ice rink. That goes in F for feed your people, please.
Agreed.
Aoyama Technical College, Tokyo, Japan. I mean, how are they going to know you do technical work if
It's
your
a mech.
school doesn't look like a Mobile Suit Gundam?
Exactly.
Just saying. That's going to go in B for the grade they most likely give you there when you did A+ work. For the rest of
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
the world's standards. Every modern apartment building.
You fools were too blind to see
Every modern office building.
that soon we would be left with nothing but ashes.
You know what this cool little town in Austria needs?
Goofy's
Death.
house. Goofy, Goofy, I want to hang out with you. Let's hang out. You have the PS1. Mom says I can hang out at your house. My mom's a drug addict. Goofy's house rocks! Firmly in the S rank. Now this one down here is a building that looks like an elephant. It's called the Elephant Tower in Huang Cham Phon, Khet Katuchak, Krung Thep Maha Nakhon 10900 Thailand. It looks kind of like an elephant. Vaguely in the shape of an elephant. Now that I'm
tried.
It's a sideways E, so put it in E.
looking at it. Really, it really looks more like just like a big M. How do you think the people in this part of the building feel
Or an M, yeah.
when they clock in? Ah, well, many buildings have been made before in the shape of an elephant. They've probably got the science figured out. I don't know why I should hold this particular elephant building to scrutiny. I shan't come careening out the bottom of my office block at 45 miles an hour towards the hard pavement. And my head shan't become a melon upon impact. Put it in E for
It's
elephant.
exactly the kind of thoughts I always.
I knew exactly what, like, as soon as he said that, I was like, Nick, yeah. Like, the relatability for you with that.
Yeah, just like I always have those thoughts about like architecture and stuff like that. I'm just like, I don't like that I feel like I'm gonna, the floor is gonna drop out of that. I'm just gonna be like, ah!
You know, for me, the CN Tower, basically, whenever I was there, I knew that the place had glass floors. But me and my dad were walking around up there. They had a restaurant up there, very nice. I was walking around, and I didn't realize it. I was standing on the glass floor, and I looked down, and I could see the Sky Dome underneath me. I was like, no. Stepped back very slowly, and like just my dad was just like, you all right, son? I'm like
my fear of heights is nowhere near my fear of sharks, but it's still there.
yeah. It's still a thing.
Yeah, and like glass floors, like they're just like, let's put a glass floor so you can look down and see all the way down. I'm like, why would you do that? It's like, that's the whole thing. I was like, don't look down. Like, you fucked me over on that one, because everywhere is down right now. Gotta be like, I'm not that high up right now. Oh crap, that plane's really close to me. Oh.
One more. The Cathedral of St. John the Divine, Manhattan, New York. It's my house. That's my house. I didn't make it up. That's my house. Ethan said so. It's on record.
Take a look at this fucking place, dude. This is where JonTron lives. Can you believe the ego in this guy? Can you believe the ego in JonTron?
Wow. Back when H3H3 was actually funny. Wow.
Like, get real, dog. Do you really think you're entitled to this?
He even came up to me, pointed a camera at my face in a restaurant, confusing the hell out of me. It's my house.
Yo, John. Yo, what the fuck, dude? I went over to your house earlier today, and you were like, you didn't let me in, dude. It was fucked up.
Are you serious?
Let's put this where it belongs. I didn't make the rules. This goes in Goku rank. All right? Let's get it up there. Keep on going.
Mega S.
There we go.
Goku
Goes
rank.
in Goku rank. That's how this works. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I think this is overall, like a pretty fair,
Also, whose house? John's house.
well thought out list. So, you tell me what you think down in the comment section. And you can subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Oh.
I doubt it fucking does
I already
anything, but
did
you can
it,
hit the
John.
bell icon. If you like what I do on this channel, please consider supporting my awesome sponsor, ExpressVPN, because without
Already
them,
got
I
it,
wouldn't be able
John.
to sit here and do this nonsense for all of you. And you know what else I couldn't do without them? That's right, protect my information online from malicious hackers. Did you know that without a VPN, you're putting all your personal information in danger whenever you go online? All it takes is one hacker to steal your information, and they can open bank accounts in your name, access emails, or even access your social media accounts. ExpressVPN encrypts your internet data, preventing others from sniffing your information when you're using a public Wi-Fi network. Also, they've got servers in 94 different countries, so you got plenty of options to choose from no matter where you live. You name it, they've got you covered. You see, I love the feeling of being secure in my browsing no matter where, be it writing a script in my local coffee shop or making last-minute hotel accommodations using airport Wi-Fi before I board my plane. It's less than $7 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take back your internet privacy today and find out how you can get 3 months free by clicking the link in the description box. ExpressVPN.com/JonTron. Okay, see you later.
Goldfish! Well, there you go. Well, that was a list. And John did, in fact, read that list off and tell us what he thought of the different buildings in said video.
To be honest, that might be one of the first tier lists I've not really had any major disagreements on.
Same. Notre Dame Cathedral. There it is. I think it's due to be reopened, after 2019 fire. Expected to be reopened on December 8th this year.
Nice.
The Great Organ, which I'm not sure if it was suffered very little damage. Okay. Mostly to one principal, the 32-inch pipe, and substantial dust in the fire. Yeah. Will need cleaning. So, the Great Organ is still intact. There's, a lot that's still, intact. But in terms of modern aesthetics, I would say we've downgraded as a species in terms of our architecture. The architecture that we used to have soul. It used to have passion. Now it's just what's the most efficient? And I hate that. I hate the fact that that's what we have nowadays.
Buildings used to make a statement, and now buildings just exist to
Accommodate.
Yeah, to basically have a soulless work life. And
yeah, but anyway, I guess if you all really like what you saw here and you want to see more from Tronicus himself, feel free to click his name in the title of the video. And if you want to see more from us, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. Be sure to leave a like. That helps us out a whole hell of a lot on this channel. And till next time, I am Nate.
I am Nick.
Be good people. Take care. Peace.